Hello, my name's Michael Conneely, and this is a vision journey to help us more fully contact the energies and potential of the full moon of the 6th of January 2023. This is an outline vision journey. But before going into the actual vision journey, please do make sure to see my separate video and blog post first, where I outline an analysis of the major facets and energies of this full moon. It's a very useful preparation for doing the vision journey. Okay, we start this vision journey by seeing ourselves in the dark time, for this is the dark time of winter solstice. This is the time of the shortest day. This is the time anciently perceived of the death of the old sun and the birth of the new infant sun. As I seek to ground myself with my feet on the ground and my mind collected, I find myself in this vision journey in the megalithic tomb of Carrowkeel near here in the west of Ireland, where I do one of my sacred west of Ireland tours. And so I find myself deep in the megalith and recognise, honour, that it was built by Ireland's first farmers who came here from Anatolia 3200 BC. Indeed, whose DNA I bear on my mother's side. We note that these structures were, in essence, places of magic to align the people and the land to the energies of the sun and the stars, so as to honour these energies which flow in our lives, so as to best sow and harvest the new crops the first farmers brought here. So we recognise now that we dwell in the dark time of the year. We must recognise that this is a time for going down into our unconscious. We must recognise this is a time to face down into our shadow and see our shadow self that hugely drives us. As you look down into your unconscious and your shadow self, is there anything particular that arises to be noticed this occasion? Is something particular calling to you from your unconscious? It's so crucial to see and honour and express. What do you see down there? Monitor, how are you really feeling at the time, this darkest time of the year? How do you feel about things in your life? Especially, how do you feel about your expression of your power, your true power, the power of your nature? Especially, how does the needed expression of your wild side fare now? Especially, how wounded are you really feeling now? Pause to identify the wounds we carry. Because if we don't identify them and bring healing to them, we can't embrace the powerful energies of this full moon and in an achieving way go forward into the revolution that it calls us to. Rahu Uranus. So what wounds were implanted? Can you do something to free yourself up? Do a bit of vision work now. Take an action in vision to counteract the wounding. And so, having looked at things like your power, your wild side, and your Chiron wounded side, look at the you who is now walking forward from this full moon, hopefully more freed from the wounds, hopefully expressing more the benefits of the wild side and the real power. Because action time is soon. We have to recognize that. Not quite now, because this is the dark time before new life. So bring into your vision you and your emergent pathway forward now. What are the special projects and pathways that you're embarking on? And above all, see you through the eyes of compassion. So dwell in this dark place for a time. I found myself in the megalith of Karukil. And tentatively and then more strongly notice where you feel a wound in your energy body, in your body, in the way you walk the pathway. Notice how you feel about your wounded side. Identify how you feel about it. Identify what strategies arise for you to heal it now, knowing that you will soon be going forward. At this dark time, in this dark place, dwell in these deep personal realizations for some moments. Then peer out of the place. I peer out of the tomb. What do you see yourself achieving, needing to achieve, walking forward? How are you walking? How are you holding yourself? How should you manage your program and time scale as you embark on your project? And now see something special. See that the rising sunlight suddenly shines a ray through the light box that is over the entrance to the chamber, as it has shone through there into the darkness of the chamber for over 5,000 years. Let the light enter through the light box into the chamber. Let the light flood into your heart and mind. See what pictures or visions come to you. What visions come to you as your needed next step of your present Uranus revolution? See if you can see what should be your rising pathway forward now. Check out, Are any details or loose ends needed to be tied up now so you can successfully walk your pathway forward? See how you hold yourself as you embark on your pathway forward. Do you see that you need to sort of reorganize some detail in your life or timetable now in order to happily and successfully achieve? Continue in your mind's eye to hold yourself that way now. Notice how it feels. Notice what it looks like. Breathe. Center. Be prepared to pause as things unfold. But be prepared to return yourself to this way of holding yourself whenever you need to refocus as your future unfolds from this full moon. And above all, see this through eyes of compassion. Standing thus, now make your key intention for the start of your new project going forward. For the start of your pathway going forward from this full moon. See yourself going forward, managing ever more successfully the wound you bear and have borne, but noting how you're holding yourself, how you're ever better managing your pathway forward. Seek to see ever clearer the destination you are choosing at the end of your current pathway forward. Maybe tentatively at first, but more strongly see your destination. And so, with your destination in mind and the way of walking forward more clearly defined, we close this vision work connecting to the full moon of the 6th of January. Thank you, and all happiness and success for 2023.